Hey there, hi Libra, hi. Hey, it's Angie with Feisty Butterfly Tarot, and today we are doing the life spread and anchor for the collective sign of Libra for November of 2020. So take it as it resonates, and when you get it, it's probably right for you. Also check your moon signs if you feel like it. This is a rather extensive spread, so it's going to look at various factors of your life, and we're going to take some time diving into those. We'll have 5 different areas, and then we'll clarify those. This is a full Gilded Tarot deck. And then this is just the majors from a second one. And we'll use this to kind of show what's overarching or underlying influences going on. So we're going to get started. We have personal, family, work, love, future. Move this, sorry. Okay, then we have clarifiers on each of these. All right. And then the key to it all is right here. We'll take a look at that in a bit. Then for the anchor part, we are doing the personal, the work, the love, the center themes, the immediate future, wish fulfilled, and the far future. Okay, let's take a peek. So, as it pertains to this, it looks in your personal, you've got the Knight of Pentacles going on. The influence of the Empress is strong right now with you. And you have the Moon, the Page of Wands, the Moon, and the Four of Pentacles. And you have the Knight of Pentacles for your personal category. So the Knight goes forward, he's prepared. He's the most prepared and the slowest moving Knight. He gets everything ready, like all the physical provisions. If you're going on a camping trip, this is the guy you want to help pack, or the person you want to help pack. They're going to have everything ready. They aren't the most spontaneous. You have this Four of Pentacles energy where you're holding on too tight, preparing for whatever occasion might be there. But when you have the Page of Wands who's calling out and wanting to say, hey, let's get going, let's act. And then you have this Knight here that's kind of slow. You may be over-preparing. You may be confused as to what to take with you for this part of your life. If we're talking about a trip, a journey, anything like that, how to prepare, you might be a little over-prepared with this one. And it might be your tendency to over-prepare, micromanage, organize, and exhaust yourself with the organization. Could be a little confusing as far as getting those priorities in order and what's most important to you right now. With the Empress influencing this, overlaying on this, it speaks of creativity and abundance, and that there will be plenty. And maybe don't pack 3 of everything. Maybe you don't need quite as much as you think. Maybe you're more prepared and ready than you realize. The call to act is there. The message that says, take action, we're ready, be inspired, let's go, it's time to do something, it's there. Let's take a look a little further. We have the work aspect of your world, with the Queen of Pentacles here, who's so much like the Empress, that's amazing. Okay, and then you have the Hermit, the Fool, and the Knight of Swords, who really wants to take action. Now this is related to your work life. So let's take a look. You have the Hierophant here. Okay, and this isn't the Fool, this is the Hanged Man, actually. Let's look a little closer. So we have the Hermit and the Hanged Man. So in both of these cases, you're taking time out, time away. You're taking this time of reprieve to reevaluate your perspective, to look a little deeper. In this one, the Hierophant is calling you to your spiritual practices, to your faith, to have faith, and encourage you and have you seek more knowledge. Sometimes it's actually more training, schooling, or education, and sometimes it's just a deeper dive into your own spiritual beliefs and really, really studying those and remembering the lessons that you've learned so far from that. The Knight of Swords is asking you to, let's move forward, let's go, ready to take action. The Knight of Swords is more in tune with this part of your nature, just like, let's go! And he's the fastest moving. Well, the Knight of Wands is also quite fast. But he's ready to go, just right out of the gate. And he's got the Sword of Truth, he's ready. So whatever is confusing, I would try not to let it bog you down. I would try to slim your thinking down. Get very clear. Take a minute to shift your perspective. And then you have the Queen of Pentacles. Beautiful, beautiful. Has the peacock there. Definitely strut-worthy, beautiful, lovely time, where she has that one valuable, most valuable thing figured out. And she's independent and strong in her own right. As this pertains to work, I would say, if you know a skill that you're very good at, as far as implementing it, putting it into practice, if it's something you've been holding back a little bit, as in this card, if you've been holding back on that and shying away from it, take the chance on this. Have a little faith. Take the chance. Do move forward. If that's a strength and you have it, it's okay to play that card. All right, next out, we have the Emperor coming forward, and this is to do with love. And in the Department of Love, oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Okay, you have the Emperor and also the Empress complementing each other. And you have them right here too, in the personal and in love, overarching, underlying. It's a big one. It's a big one on that one. So because these are perfectly paired and because this is the love interest time, this is saying Six of Cups, nostalgic times, good memories. In relationships, sometimes we have this bittersweet longing for something that's been in the past. In this particular case, it's not just about having that childhood sweetness there, but kind of going back to the start of that relationship when there weren't heavy expectations put on the other person, when you were just enjoying their company, enjoying doing some kind of small activity together, spending the time, and enjoying the simpler things. You have this Ace of Wands here. This is definitely great for the love area. This is very coming forth in life type of energy, very fiery, passion, moving forward energy. It is more a male energy, a more aggressive type of energy that says, let's go forward. So here you have this great opportunity, great inspiration, this fiery desire, and you want to create, and you also want balance, and you want balance in that masculine aspect of things. You have the Page of Coins coming forward, and the Page is offering a gift, offering a tangible help, offering resources, offering time. This isn't just a gift of love. This is a gift that's a very real gift. They might actually even bring you something. Maybe they'll bring you something that you've wanted for a long time. It could be they bring you some financial assistance. It could be they're doing something that saves you from financial pitfalls. So that could be what's going on with you here. But when it's offered here, there's no strings attached. And here's the Page offering this. So at this point, I say be very ready to receive. They want to create with you. Whatever this love energy is, it is time to be creating. The passion is there. The creative archetype is there. It's time to get going. We're going to look a little deeper, and we're going to look at the key to what's centrally going on. You have the King of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. So again, there's a little bit of this reluctance going on. The Knight of Swords is the slowest moving sword, or slowest moving knight, but the King of Swords is the longest thinking, most visionary of the kings. He thinks long term, long game. He's cool, collected, calm. He might not do everything. He might delegate, be very objective, and maybe not always gushing with words and love and overflowing. So this could be somebody in your life. This could be very representative of you in this space right now. This very masculine energy. And that is A-okay. Take the genders, flip-flop them around, whatever. You know what applies for your situation. But the King is saying, let's be objective, let's be rational, let's think about these things. Overall, he's evaluating, looking long term, and making decisions based on an objective mind and a clear mind. What's the next steps going forward, okay? Let's look in the family section. Okay, the family section has the Queen of Swords, and then below her you're seeing, let me see if you can see it better. You're seeing the Two of Wands, the Nine of Cups, and the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so 99, the nines. So the Two of Wands is about choices and which path you're going to take and where you're going to go. And if you're wanting to expand, often you have to choose a road. If you have the Two of Swords, it's about choices. The Two of Wands is which path are you going to go. And in this reading, I very much feel it's more a how are you going to go. Not how in, oh, let's get the logistics all straightened, overly kingly, and confuse yourself to death, but how you want it to feel as you proceed. How do you want to make things move a little easier? What aspects of your inspiration and your passion do you want to have fueling your fire right now? You have the Nine of Pentacles here and the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Pentacles is very much independent, Miss Independent in her own garden, really has everything around her flourishing. And then you have the Nine of Cups, which this is very contented, emotional contentment, offering a toast, cheering, celebrating you. So this is all quite good. Then up here you have the Queen of Swords. So let's take a look at her. She's also cool and calm, very collected like the King. However, she's got a little bit more of the nurturing side. She gets a bad rap because sometimes people say, oh, she's the bitch card. But she's the friend that you would go see and she'll tell you the truth. It might not be what you want to hear, but she'll tell you the truth about a situation. So in your family life, if you know what that truth is and you need to be clear, concise, cutting away extra frivolous activities or things that are crowding the family environment a bit much, this is the clarity that you want to have. And you want to think long term. You know you're prepared, you know you're ready, you know you've got what you need, but it does feel confusing and you do want to take action. You're being called to some sort of change, but it doesn't feel super radical until we get to here. Wheel of Fortune. This is a cycle. A cycle is, I wouldn't even say closing out. I would say a cycle's about to begin because you have this Ace of Wands energy, this fiery energy. You have that energy and you have this creative energy here and here. So centrally, you want to create. This is a time where that cycle is moving forward. It's a little bit confusion because you don't know all of the steps. How you want to proceed, you don't get a map that's step by step by step, but you're probably wanting it. And you really are more prepared than you realize. The Knight is there, the Knight of Coins is there, and he's ready. You're established in your talents and skills. You're ready to go in your objective here. And then here you have the Queen of Coins. She's the one that handles the household and books and gets everything situated. She's got it going on. She knows exactly what's in her pantry. She knows exactly what she needs to have to prepare, and probably is over-prepared like the Knight. So let's see what else we have in store for you. This is to represent the future. This is the immediate future, the wishes and desires, and the long-term future. So let's take a look. You've got the High Priestess here. This is all about the inner knowing, where the Hierophant here is about spirituality, traditions, sometimes institution or things you've been taught or established before. I think established is the better word choice. The faith that you have established, it encourages you to keep the faith and look at that a little deeper. The High Priestess is the deeper unknown, the deeper mystery where you approach it and you don't really know and you don't think you know, but that spiritual part of yourself is already aligned. It already knows. This is, to me, this is the known to the bone, remembering. This is something you know. You have to re-remember this lesson, and it's like, oh yeah, I remember that. Oh yeah, I don't have to freak out about something. Oh yeah, I really am ready. It's okay. I can relax a little. Those kinds of things. And this is the one that you want to know more, and then the mystery just is unveiled. And it's not given up easily. This remembering, this awareness, this spiritual alignment, you need to spend some time seeking this out. This is very intuitive, on your own type of thing. Again, seeking this out as it pertains to work and passion projects and career. And seeking this out and getting alignment, shifting perspective. Okay, we're going to go a little further. We're going to see the immediate future. Ooh, death. So you have this here, center to things, where it's the beginnings, yet something needs to end and be transformed. Okay. Wow, this is loaded, man. Okay, so this is the future. You have the High Priestess, this unveiling of secrets that are not known. You have the skills. All the skills are in here. You have plenty of swords, coins, cups, wands. Everything is in this spread. So you have it all here. You have the skills acquired. You know what's going on, but they may be tested in the future. You have the King of Wands here, which is a very, very fiery energy, sometimes an ego-driven energy. Be aware. Don't let your ego get the better of you. Don't be unwilling to listen to others. And don't let somebody bulldoze you either with their own, that they know everything. No, don't be bulldozed by a know-it-all, and don't let that aspect in your own personality stop you from hearing wise I guess wise counsel, wise advice, wisdom. You'll know. Don't let it get in your way. Don't let thinking you already know stop you from remembering what you really, really know, what you really need to know that's important. Okay, then you have temperance here. This is a balancing, an ending of your MO, your old way of operating is outdated. This is ended. So it has to be transformed because there's a new start. There's a new cycle starting. You have to be able to move forward. So something has to be let go. Maybe this holding on too tight is one aspect of things you could let go. Maybe balancing this desire to charge in and the desire to just keep preparing. Maybe finding that balance would be helpful as well. So this, you have temperance. This is all about balancing that flow, finding the balance between the earthly and the cosmos, and figuring out what in that formula best works for you so you can flow and get out of your own way. I mean, look at that. There's all kinds of fire and water. And there's even fire spilling out of the cup that has the water in it. So you have emotion and passion all right there together. And yet she's in that. She's not swimming super fast. She's just in it, flowing. Beautiful, beautiful temperance card. Okay, next out, the wishes. Okay, so you have the moon and the moon. So when these are doubles, when these come up again and they're illustrated here, this is when you pay a lot of attention. This is you in your personal realm. So it seems to me the personal realm is what you're handling most, and the area of love. Because here's your personal here. Here's the Empress repeating that desire to create. And then you have this moon, this confusion, this balancing. This balancing really needs to happen so you can move forward. This is a tricky thing. You might be drawn into some kind of old pattern. You might be drawn into something or holding on too tight to something that's old that you don't want to let go of. Yet it's time. You have nostalgia here. You have this sweet remembrance. Don't let it get in your way. Just because things are sweet in the past and even in romance, it doesn't mean that's how it has to be. Use that as a blueprint for yourself. Go back to the ways of being in love with the person, or being at that point where you're willing to accept instead of put expectations on. You're more accepting of love in general. And you're not holding on so tight or so fearful. Allow a little bit of vulnerability is what I would say. And allow that you don't have to know all the answers. You don't have to have all the answers. A little bit at a time will suffice. And this is very much about warring energies, where you have the wild and the domestic warring. There's an internal tug of war. It doesn't look like you're getting off the hook with that. What you want is to resolve that. This is what you're wanting, to resolve that in the future. And then the world, another completion. So this is the start of the new cycle. This is the ending. Whatever you're starting, it's going to be a lesson that you learn. It's like kind of like a graduating lesson. Like you get tested on a certain concept in school, and you test and you test, you know you've got it, you know you've got it. Well, then multiple lessons are layering in, and then all of a sudden you realize you do have all this knowledge accumulated. You are ready to go forward. You're ready to move to that next step, that next place, the next level in work, or next maybe promotion, maybe advancement in relationship, maybe taking it to the next level in family, maybe deepening the commitment, or realizing what structures and changes need to happen. There's a lot of blue energy in here. It's very watery. It's very inspiration. It's very much about expressing throat chakra things, expressing, talking yourself through this, getting clarity in your own mind about how it is you want to proceed forward. Because fate is dealing you a different change of cycle. Going back to the old way, even though you want to, it's not going to help. The transformation is already working. It's already happening. You can't go back to that river again. It won't be the same river. Yeah. And then this graduation that's happening. It's like progress is happening and unfolding, and it's doing really, really well. Stay tuned in to yourself. Stay very tuned in as much as you possibly can. And if you need to take a breath to balance things, then do. Yeah. This is looking very good for this beginning part of November. I hope this is helpful. I hope that it makes sense to you. You can take what resonates. Like, subscribe, leave me a comment. I would love to hear what's going on with you. Let me know how things are looking for you. Come see me again. All right, guys, take care. Bye-bye.